All right, you're looking at a live shot right now of Montreal. The city and province are dealing with a major labor disruption today. Unions representing a number of public sector workers have started a 3-day strike action across Quebec. And that includes many teachers, which means parents are dealing with closed schools. Alison Northcott is covering this story in eastern Montreal for us. She joins us right now. So Alison, tell us where you are and what you're hearing from workers there.
Well, I'm outside a public school here in Montreal where support staff are on strike. They're among more than 400,000 public sector workers across the province on strike today. So that includes staff at hospitals and healthcare centers as well as in many schools. So it means many schools are closed today across the province. The support staff here say that their working conditions and their pay need to improve. They say they are the lowest paid employees in the school system and that the working conditions need to be improved, and that especially with the cost of inflation, that their wages, what they're earning, is just not sustainable. Have a listen.
Even though the government makes a big deal about reducing their demands to 5, our employers say they have no mandate to settle even 1 point. The same thing they have been saying for an entire year. And contrary to the claims Madame Labelle makes on social media, it's not because of the unions that we are standing still. It's because of the government. The Treasury Board negotiates through public announcements, not at the negotiating tables.
So this is just the latest in the ongoing dispute between the government and the public sector labor unions. And they say that it is that they are continuing negotiations. And this week, the government named a conciliator to try to help the negotiations and try to move things forward. The president of the Treasury Board for Quebec says that who's participating in this negotiation says she is in favor of that conciliator if they are able to help move the discussions forward and bring the two sides closer together.
Okay, so Alison, this is just one of 3 days of strike action. They say there could be more to come. Tell us about that.
Yes, this is the first 3 days where several public sector unions are participating, but later this week, other unions will add to this strike. So there are another teachers union that will be going on an unlimited strike starting on Thursday. So that means that a lot of the schools that are closed today could remain closed indefinitely if those teachers aren't able to get a deal with the government before that. They also say that their working conditions and the composition of their classrooms and their wages need to be addressed. Have a listen to a teacher I spoke with.
The infrastructure in our schools is crumbling, really needs to be brought back up to standards. Classes are overcrowded, and then just the resources to meet the needs of the different students are not there. Students have so many academic learning needs, social needs, and even are sometimes going through psychological distress. And the professionals are not there, the supports are not there for students to carry all of those needs. So unfortunately, the teaching gets left behind in everything else that is on teachers' plates right now.
So the nurses union will also be doing a 2-day strike later this week. The unions behind today's action say that they want to come to an agreement as quickly as possible. But if they're not able to, there could be further strike action after this. But they do hope to be able to get an agreement by Christmas.
Okay, Alison Northcott, thank you for that update. That's Alison in eastern Montreal.